All right, so here we are. Happy New Year. The last time you saw me or we spoke was December the 11th on a live stream, and I've kind of been out of action since then, taking some time off. And that was intentional this year because typically on the channel I have videos that are ready to go in my absence, and this year was very different. Last year I spent the time writing the book, which was extremely stressful, still doing videos, and it was a nightmare. So this year I wanted to do something completely different, truly take some time off, truly start to kind of relax and try and recuperate my energy for this year, for 2024. And it's been nice to be out here in Dubai, to catch up with friends, to spend New Year's out here, go on the beach and just generally just relax and do nothing and recharge my batteries for 2024. And speaking of this year is the 4th year of the channel. And when I started this in 2020, I really wouldn't have believed that we would be here 4 years in. It's pretty amazing, and that's thanks to you watching, because you supported the channel, you've commented, you've liked, you've subscribed, you've followed, you've attended the live streams. So I'm eternally grateful to you. But today is actually our last day. We fly back tonight, and I'm looking forward to getting back into the thick of things next week. So part of this video, what I want to do is actually just walk you through what the plans for this year are. I had a lot of time to think about how things went in 2023. And 2023 was kind of like a gift and a curse. There was a gift in terms of I had the opportunity to do more TV, and more media work is great. I got to go places, meet people, work in environments that I never thought I would be able to work in. Those were all positive things. But the curse in that was that I felt as though the channel kind of suffered a little bit. I didn't really have enough time to really focus on the content, to deliver content to you that would help you. And I try to compensate with that with more live streams, but I don't feel as though it worked. And so this year, I want to get back to a regular scheduled routine of content coming out on a weekly basis. And that's going to be on a Tuesday every week. Now, we're still going to have our live streams here and there. We might have a regular one on a Sunday. I say might because I have a book club starting at the end of January, which I'll talk about in a moment, that will interfere with the Sunday schedule. So we will have live streams, but they may be a little sporadic. And once I am able to look at my diary to figure out how things are going to work, I'll be able to tell you exactly when they will be and what days they will be. We're still going to do the market updates, economy reports, inflation, interest rates, mortgages, all those kind of things. We're still going to do those things, but I want to actually have a strain to the content which is very much more instructional. So that's going to be happening this year, and that's really what I want to do. In terms of growing the channel this year, it will be great to get to 60,000 subscribers. We're at 47 right now. Ironically, the Instagram has grown quite a bit over the Christmas and New Year's period. I was a little active on there, just doing short reels here and there, and it's nice to see that grow. But the focus is really for YouTube, because this is really my bread and butter. This is where we built the largest community. So that's the plan. In terms of New Year's resolutions, I do have one, and one in particular that I do want to talk about. And I don't know whether you have New Year's resolutions or not, but I think it's really important to write these things down. I think it's really important to verbalize these things, because if you don't, how do you measure what you've done, what you've achieved in 2024 when we get to this time, 2025, right? So my big New Year's resolution this year is to be more mindful of my time. And 2023 really is testament to the fact that I didn't really mind my time as much as I maybe should have. I said yes to a lot of things that in the end weren't really beneficial to me. And both personally and professionally this year, I'm going to be putting my time as a priority, and not really focusing on things that I don't think are going to be of benefit, or things that are going to take away from my time in a way that won't benefit me or the business at whole. That's my biggest New Year's resolution. I have a ton of others right underneath that, but that's my headline one for this year. In terms of, and again, talking about time, because we're talking about live streams on Sunday here, the week starting the 22nd of January, I'm starting a book club. So the book club is based on my book, The Money Basics, How to Become Your Own Financial Hero. And the book club has been born out of feedback that I received from people saying, the book is amazing, there's lots of practical tips in there, Pete, but it would be great if you had some kind of miracle where you could take people through the practical exercises in the book. So I sat on it, thought about it, and that's exactly what we are going to be doing. So the week starting the 22nd of January, we're going to start a 6-week book club. And it's not a book club where we're going to sit there, read the book, or people are going to kind of give their thoughts on the book. No. There will be a little bit of an opportunity to do that. The book club, though, is all about how we actually get you, participants, the cohort, to do the practical elements in the book to really, really help themselves become their own financial hero. And as you understand, if you read the book, being your own financial hero is all about being able to make life choices out of choice and not necessity, right? Having that freedom. So it's 6 weeks, and we're going to cover the basic principles in the book. So budgeting, debt. We're going to talk about how you build an emergency fund, that foundation for financial security. We're going to be talking about investing. And as part of the book club, people get access to my investing course for absolutely free. That's priced at $119.97 at this point in time. We're also going to be looking at credit scores. Now with the book club, it is going to be very, very practical. I've spent pretty much the last month building behavioral assessments, because this last year, one thing I've learned is that there's a lot of behavioral psychology which goes into our decision making and how we actually interface with money. There are behavioral assessments in there. There are weekly tasks that you have to complete before you turn up for our weekly meetup online via Zoom. And for those people who can't, attend the weekly meetups, we're going to record it. We're going to put it behind our members area on the website so you can access it. We're going to be communicating in the WhatsApp group, but it's going to be about practicalities. How do we actually get you to conquer your budget, to have good controls over that? How do we get you to overcome any debt issues that you might have? How do we get you on the road to creating an emergency fund and starting the foundations to the financial security? How do we get you investing in a way where you feel comfortable with the decision that you're making? And ultimately, lastly, how do you actually fix your credit score? Because at the end of the day, you need a really strong credit score in order to get on the property ladder, which I know many of you are trying to do. And I will say this right now, it's going to mean a weekly commitment of about 2 hours. Yes, we're going to meet for an hour, 90 minutes, but you're going to need an additional 30 minutes, up to 30 minutes to complete all of the assessments and do all of the tasks. So if you do want to join, I'm going to leave you a link in the description and the comment section. I'll pin it there, but do not join if you are not able to carve out 2 hours in a week for the next 6 weeks to be able to spend that time working on your finances. And trust me, when you go through this, you are going to be in a much, much better place across all of those 5 principles that I talk about in the book. But that's the plan for 2024. More regular content, more helpful, more useful content. We're going to have a strict scheduling of videos on a Tuesday. We're still going to do live streams, but the idea behind this is that I want to be more helpful and more impactful to your financial journey so that you can actually come on this journey and become your own financial hero in 2024. But I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which is now queued for next week. And we're going to be talking about a lot. Obviously, we're talking about investing, we're talking about all this good stuff, but I hope that you had an amazing Christmas and New Year's. I can't wait to get started. 4 years in, baby. And thank you so much for being here. Cheers.